Hey everyone, I hope you guys are enjoying Monster Hunter Rise or Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak in whichever platform you're choosing to play it on. And it's finally here. Capcom finally went ahead and confirmed the next digital event presentation for April 2023, as they will finally be showcasing all the details that we can expect regarding the 5th free title update. And funny enough, the timing couldn't have been better. Literally yesterday, I put up a video discussing all of the monsters based on the data mines that we know will be part of the 5th free title update. And even in that video, specifically spoke about the fact that yes, the presentation would be revealed within the next 7 days, and it should be taking place right before the 20th of April, since all of the data suggests that is when it was going to happen. And of course, it turns out now that not only did they went ahead and revealed it literally a day later after I put up that video, but of course, we now know that the presentation will be on April 19th. So this video will be going up on the 12th. So basically, essentially a week from today, you are going to be able to watch this brand new digital presentation. Now, it will be hosted at 7 a.m. Pacific time. Therefore, that will be 10 a.m. East Coast time, so very early in the morning. In typical format, they usually tend to do these 15 BST. That would be like around 3 p.m. or so for those European users. So certainly keep your eyes peeled for that. Now, there's a lot of information here, usually in the format from the Japanese blog update. They always tend to provide us with more details than we typically can expect. However, in the English post for their social media pages, they just simply state that the Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak digital event returns on April 19th. Discover what is coming for the 5th free title update, heading by the return of a fearsome elder dragon. And I want to circle back to that in a second, because obviously if you watched yesterday's video, you know exactly which monster I'm talking about. But the funny thing is that in the little like trailer clip that they put, it's about 30 seconds long, you should have already seen it by now. They kind of go ahead and post a little bit of a letter shared by Elder Fugen being sent directly to Fiorane, kind of like making a request that basically, I'm guessing, everyone back in Elgato needs to make their way back to Komura village because something is amiss. And the little like letter that they share simply says, "Dear Dame Fiorane, greetings, bwahaha." Of course, in the typical format that he says it. I'm writing to you because I have a favor to ask. I want you to host the 5th digital event for the 5th free title update filled with full info. I know it's kind of a long trip from Elgato, but it would be great if you come to Komura for this. Usually I take care of it myself, of course, but there is, and of course, as you can see highlighted in red, there's something odd in the air and I got a bad feeling. So when I was trying to think of a replacement, I remembered you have experience doing this kind of thing. I guess my throat is all lubed up for nothing. Bwahaha. Anyways, I'm sure you'll do a bang up job. Now, of course, there's something odd in the air and I got a bad feeling. It's clearly referencing a certain elder dragon that we know will be once again making an addition or an appearance into this game. So, you know, again, they're not being very subtle about it, but it's still funny enough to see that they're still teasing things, even though we all kind of expect what there will be hosted. Now, of course, on the North American side of things, they did confirm that co-streaming will be welcome, so you can go ahead and do that for some of those users who want to do that. I personally never co-stream things for Capcom. I'll always put up a reaction video with kind of going over the main details on my end. That is usually the format that I end up doing things on. However, on the Japanese post, they did put up a little bit of a blog update. I'm going to be leaving a link in the description for that. It's all in Japanese. I presume there will be some type of equivalent blog update here on the North American side in English, simply providing us with a little bit more details. Originally, it just says Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak digital presentation event 2023. April 19th. The video program for Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak special event, which delivers the latest information on the popular Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak, has been and will be distributed on 2300, so that's like 11 p.m. Wednesday, April 19th. That would be for Japan. Recorded live distribution scheduled to be shared with everyone then. So this is going to be I guess a pre-recorded event that will be shared for everyone. Depending on the situation, the delivery may change. Broadcast time schedules to be about 10 minutes. This is something that they don't necessarily tell us here in the North American Post. This will be a very, very short presentation. Remember that the last one for the 4.3 title update, I believe it was like 14 minutes or so as part of you know, the entire showcase that they did. This one will be about 10 minutes. So even though we expect it to be the last digital event presentation for Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak, it seems to be probably the shortest one we will ever get, which is, you know, something odd about that at the end of the day. Maybe they're just going to go over the main details and not, you know, all the other stuff. There's plenty of changes. I will be putting up a video maybe Saturday or Sunday going over everything that we can expect regarding this specific free title update. That includes monsters, that includes quality of life improvements, that includes decorations, that include weapon balance changes. There's a lot of stuff that I didn't get to cover in the previous video since I was mostly talking about just the monsters, not the rest of the stuff. So that will probably be a hefty video as I go over every single thing there. Lastly, in the little blog update, they also mentioned that they will release an introduction video for the 5th free title update implemented or showcased for April 2023. Any information will be shared post-delivery date. Please look forward to the latest information on Sunbreak, such as additional monsters and additional content. The special program will be hosted by Fiorane, which is the voice actress in Yui Ishikawa in Japanese, but of course, in English, I believe is Valerie Aram is her name. So huge shout out to them for, of course, once again, lending their voice talents, making part of this digital presentation. So there you have it. I know you guys have been waiting for quite a lot for this digital presentation. Once again, April 19th, an entire week from now, 7 a.m. Pacific time, 10 a.m. East Coast time, 3 p.m. BST, I believe that's British Standard Time for the European users. And once again, I'm just very excited finally that we have the details. Of course, the presentation itself will be a relatively short one, about 10 minutes or so, but you know, that is, I don't want to say that's kind of a given, since, you know, there is a lot that they're going to be showcasing, so that does come to me for a little bit of a surprise. But at the end of the day, we already kind of know the format of these. It will be a standalone presentation, unlike previous ones where they kind of shared stuff with like Resident Evil or Street Fighter 6 or stuff like that. This is just going to be very much a Monster Hunter thing only. And it's going to be sad to not see any more of these afterwards. But of course, the roadmap will finally get fully updated. And we don't expect there to be a 6th free title update presentation. Or at the very least, the roadmap to change and tease us that there will be something more in the horizon. Obviously, that can change, but you never really know. If you're brand new to my channel, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Hit the bell to receive notifications when the videos go up. And as always, thank you so much for watching. See ya.